What's up everybody, it's Jay here, and today I want to talk about whether Pride is a party or a protest. The reason why I want to talk about this today is because we're going into Pride Month, and I have a few different Pride related topics that I'm going to talk about over the course of the month, littered in with regular ass videos, and I wanted to just start us off with this one. The long and short of my view is effectively that I think both aspects are important. I think we should celebrate ourselves, but I also think we should draw attention to our issues where possible. And I think that those two things can and should coexist, but that partying should not be considered to be more important than the protest. I think the protest should be preserved as much as possible. And I think it should be still a protest as well as a celebration for us as a community. So the reason why I think the celebratory aspect is important and why I am not on board with eliminating it is because I think it's very important to celebrate our identities, to celebrate our community. I think that Pride events can be a really good way for people to start easing themselves into the community when they're only just coming out to people around them and to themselves. I think it's also a time when people get a very good sense of belonging. They feel a sense of joy and solidarity with the people around them. And I think that those are not things we should sacrifice in any way. I think it's good for us to celebrate ourselves and to express joy and not to focus on negative aspects of our experiences alone. However, on the other hand, I think that there are still a lot of problems facing our community and that they shouldn't be ignored. For a lot of people, after, say, obviously I'm talking about my Irish perspective here, but after our marriage equality was achieved, I think that to a certain extent, other people felt that, well, that's the gays, sorted. But the problems that the community faces run deeper than just having or not having marriage equality. And I think it's important that when you have such a large gathering of LGBT people in one place, you still try to use that energy and that attention that we're going to receive to bring attention to the issues that we have as a community. For example, for trans people in Ireland, our healthcare is bad. Our gender recognition bill doesn't cover non-binary people. It doesn't address people under the age of 16. Those things are problems that LGBT people in this country are facing, and they are important. They are not something that should be ignored. So I think Pride is a good opportunity to bring attention to these issues that the community faces, while also having this time and space to celebrate our community for the wonderful thing that it is. I think sometimes people look at the protest idea and think, well, I don't want to be focusing on the bad things that I experience. I want to be happy and I want to enjoy myself. And I understand that. I think that it is important to have that celebration so that we aren't just focusing on the negatives, but that I can be out in public, I can be celebrating myself and my identity and my community while still saying I deserve better. I'm happy, I celebrate the people I have, what I have, but I deserve better. I am not an equal person and I deserve to be treated better than I am by my country, by my fellow citizens, by my laws, etc., etc. You can do both things. This is a little bit of a you can be two things kind of video. But at the end of the day, I do think we should preserve the protest aspect, but we should still be celebrating ourselves when we engage with Pride every year. And I hope that when you go to Pride, wherever you are, that you get that balance, that you get to say, well, this is the problem I am still facing and I want to make sure people know that, while also being able to say, I am proud of myself, I am proud of my identity, and I am proud of my community. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please do click the like button down below. My comment section is open if you have a different opinion to me, or if you want to know more about my view, maybe something I didn't clarify that you want to understand better. Please do subscribe if you want to see more from me, and that's all for now. I will see you next time. Bye.